war from his country club in Florida. Targets so far include the supreme leader of Iran, his compound. The Israelis say the supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, is dead, and that Netanyahu was shown footage of his body. That's in news reports. Iran says that's false. We'll find out, I guess. But as we've noted, the supreme leader is 86, so he was about to regime change himself, but his death would be a massive seismic event in Iranian history, given the role he plays in their system. It sounds like he was specifically targeted by the Israelis and not by U.S. forces, and that they also targeted the supreme leader's son, but he may have survived. President Pezeshkian was reportedly targeted as well. Again, the Iranians say he's alive, but we'll find out. The timing of the strikes were reportedly based on intelligence about when senior regime officials would all be meeting. Israel said they had about 3 gatherings of Iranian officials simultaneously. Israel said 200 jets bombed 500 targets. They did it during the daylight because they thought that would be a surprise. Israel said it killed the head of Iran's IRGC, the Minister of Defense, and a bunch of other top military officials. And it seems like the U.S. is confirming that they agreed that about 5 to 10 top Iranian leaders are now dead. The U.S. said they hit 900 targets in the first 12 hours. They were focused on military sites, including the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps command and control facilities, air defense targets, missiles, drone sites, military airfields. Iranian state TV says that one airstrike hit a girls' elementary school and killed 85 people. Obviously, we can't confirm that, but CENTCOM says they're looking into those reports. So Iran so far has responded by firing missiles and drones at Israel. Sounds like they fired off about 300 of them. They fired at U.S. bases. They fired at civilian targets as well in the UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, and Jordan. Most of these Iranian missiles and drones seem to have been taken out by air defense systems, but there are some pretty scary videos out there on social media of either Iranian ballistic missiles or Iranian drones striking targets, including civilian targets, like a high-rise building in Bahrain or a hotel in Dubai. On Saturday, Iran's Revolutionary Guard announced that, quote, no ship is allowed to pass the Strait of Hormuz. So they're saying they're going to close the Strait of Hormuz. We'll see if Iran can deliver on that promise, but if they are able to, the economic impact would be massive. Every day, about 20 million barrels of oil pass through the Strait of Hormuz. It's about 1/5 of the world's supply. Then there's other shipping. Trump released a video statement about all of this morning. In it, Trump kind of played all the hit spin when it comes to U.S.-Iran tensions. He talked about the U.S. embassy personnel being held hostage in 1979, talked about the 1983 Marine barracks bombing. He claimed that Iran was involved in the bombing of the USS Cole in 2000, which is just not true. Someone should tell Al-Qaeda that. I think they take credit. He also once again claimed that Iran will soon be able to reach the U.S. with its ballistic missiles, which again is a lie. Here's an excerpt of Trump. I think this is the section of the speech that seemed to most specifically lay out the goals of this conflict. Let's watch.
It has always been the policy of the United States, in particular, my administration, that this terrorist regime can never have a nuclear weapon. We sought repeatedly to make a deal. We tried. They wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. Again, they wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. They didn't know what was happening. They just wanted to practice evil. We are going to destroy their missiles and raise their missile industry to the ground. It will be totally, again, obliterated. We're going to annihilate their navy. We're going to ensure that the region's terrorist proxies can no longer destabilize the region or the world. The lives of courageous